could not meet because of lockdown. Now I want to take the class about DC power sources. In DC power source means only accumulator or a battery. So there are two types of cells are there. One is primary cell, another one is secondary cell. Primary cell means the cell which cannot be recharged and reused. That is called primary cell. Secondary cell means the cell which can be recharged and reused. So in the aircraft we are using only secondary cell. In primary cells are being used for the normal uses like torch cell, and small loads are being operated by the dry cells. Then we will see in detail about the secondary cell. There are two types of secondary cells. One is lead acid cell, another one is nickel cadmium cell, or you can say alkaline cell. In alkaline cell there are so many varieties of cells like iron oxide, nickel cadmium, silver zinc, nickel iron oxide, like that so many varieties of batteries are there. They are all coming under alkaline cell. So lead acid cell or alkaline cell. So we will see first lead acid cell. In lead acid cell the positive plates is made of lead hydroxide and negative plate is made of spongy lead. So these two plates, when it is immersed in the sulfuric acid, it produces electricity. That is, the chemical action is taking place, and externally if you connect there will be a current flow. So when the electricity passes to the battery, the electrical energy is being converted and chemical action is taking place and it is being stored. But in the case of when you are discharging it, the electrical energy is being converted to chemical energy is being converted to electrical energy. So this chemical action, when it is charging, is taking place. It is chemical action when it is taking place in the lead acid battery. During charging, your lead peroxide and lead sponge is taking place. When it is discharging it, both the plates are become lead sulfate. Why? Because the sulfuric acid is being absorbed by both the plates. So thereby your sulfuric plates are become lead sulfate. So this before going to we should see the construction of the lead acid battery. The construction of the lead acid battery, you can see here, the plates are being arranged. Two negative plate, see this is the plates. Between the two negative plates, one positive plate is arranged. So that means the electrons flow will be equally to the from the negative to positive. That is why two negative plates are being positioned between the one positive plate. So always you will find in a cell, if suppose 10 plates are there, 11 plates will be negative and 10 plates will be positive. So these cells are being arranged and all the positive plates will be connected together, and like this all positive plates will be connected together and all negative plates will be connected together. So they will be connected in parallel, so that if one lead peroxide plate and one lead sponge plate is immersed in a sulfuric acid, it will be producing 2 volt but some current. So if you want to increase the energy, so the plates are to be connected in parallel. Then only you can get the voltage remain constant and energy becomes more. That is why if 10 plates are there, then it will become 20 volt. So if it is 24 volt you require, then this will be making, so 2 volt will be there, but your energy will be increasing. So that is why inside the cell the plates are connected in parallel so that the voltage remain constant 2 volt and the energy is becoming more. So like this plates are being made, and in between the plates there will be a porous metal like I say separator, because due to buckling or due to overheat the plates should not touch each other and it should not create short circuit. That is why the separators are being positioned between the positive plate and negative plate. So these plates are being made, it is not small size, it will be made very big, like this, very big they will make positive plate, and they will be cut into pieces depending upon the capacity of the battery, because the capacity of the battery depends upon the area of the plate. So more area of the plate is there, then more capacity will be there. If less area of the battery is there, then less capacity. You can see motorbike battery will be very small. It is 4 ampere hour. But whereas in buses and car, aircraft, this ampere hour will be differing. So the size of the battery also will be differing. That's why the capacity of the battery depends upon the area of the plate and number of the plate, specific gravity of the electrolyte, and the active materials available in the plates. So these 4 factors affecting the capacity of the battery. So that is why the plates are being made in parallel so that your capacity increases and voltage remains. When cells are being produced, the plates are being cut into sizes, and each plate will be welded with a terminal block. So this will be the positive plate and negative plate. So when you make a cell, this is a cell, you will find 2 terminal outside. One will be the negative, another will be the positive. So these 2 terminals will be outside, and this all plates will be put into the your glass jar or your rubber, this one. So this will be having center a vent hole. This is called vent hole. This vent hole is provided for pouring the sulfuric acid into the cell, or you can say electrolyte. So the electrolyte consisting of diluted sulfuric acid, that is 70% of water and 30% of the sulfuric acid is being diluted to have 1.270 to 1.285. Depending upon the manufacturer's instruction, the electrolyte specific gravity will be varying. So this will be pouring to the level. How the level of the electrolyte is maintained, that is, the level must be just above the plates. That means that all plates must be immersed. If it is visible, then there will be a sulfation formation. So to avoid that, all plates must be immersed inside the electrolyte. So that is why the level of the electrolyte will be always maintained. Then this will have the vent hole will be blocked by vent plug. So this normally vent plug will have, this will be like this, it will have small holes. So these holes are being provided during charging and discharging. During charging and discharging, the hydrogen and oxygen will be coming out. So this oxygen and hydrogen should not be accumulated inside the cell. So this will be released to the atmosphere through this hole. So now these vent plugs will be blocking the hole and it will be tightened. So this vent plug, suppose in small aircraft, the aircraft is going for the maneuvering, that is, so that time the battery will be reversed. So what will happen if through this hole the electrolyte will be spilling all over the places. To avoid that, there is a non-spill vent plug. There will be a non-spill vent plug. In that non-spill vent plug, this will be having a weight. So this is there, this is the vent plug, and with this vent plug will have a weight inside. So when it is inverted, this will be touching the holes and blocking, and there won't be any leakage of electrolyte. So this is called a non-spill vent plug, otherwise normal vent plug will be put. So these cells, after making it, then you have to make a battery. So depending upon the voltage requirement, you have to put it the cells. Suppose you require 12 volt battery, then 6 cells will be put inside. So this is a 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, 5 cell and 6 cells. So these all 6 cells will be connected in series. Why it is connected in series? The energy remain constant, voltage increases. So if you put series, then 2 volt will become 12 volt battery. So if you want 12 volt battery will be there. If you want 6 volt, 3 cells will be put, and if you want 24 volt, then you require 12 volt. So these all 12 volt will be connected in series, so that you are getting 6 cells connected into 12 volt it will come, and the energy remains. So when cells are connected in series, voltage increases, energy remain constant. When cells are connected in parallel, your voltage remain constant, energy increases. So that you can see here. So 2 cells, if you connect in series, and if you are operating your record player, it will be coming for 3 hours. But if you put 4 battery and 2 each in parallel, and it will come for 6 hours. So that means your voltage remains same and energy increases. So this battery, after producing it, then you can use for this one. Now after making the battery, then you can go for the charging. So this before putting into charge, you have to fill the electrolyte. So before filling the electrolyte, if the batteries are not provided with the electrolyte, then you have to make electrolyte and fill the electrolyte in the cells, and you have to charge it. So activating the new battery, we will see next lesson.